Welcome back, everybody. Let's go ahead and get your stream settings set up properly so you can have a good looking stream with as little frame rate loss as possible. First, in OBS, you're going to go to your settings at the bottom right, click on Output on the left-hand menu, and change the output mode to Advanced at the top. Here you're going to see your streaming tab open up and look a bit more complicated than it really is. Just follow my steps and you'll be just fine. First, you're going to make sure that under Streaming Settings, the first box, your encoder, will be NVIDIA NVENC H.264. This moves the load of streaming to your GPU instead of your CPU, which gives you a better experience with resource allocation. If you don't have this available, you can run the X264 setting, but you should have a strong CPU to do so, otherwise you may see issues with your stream quality. In the encoder settings, the box below this one, you'll set your rate control to CBR. Your bitrate will vary, and here's a quick breakdown for it. If you're streaming in 1080p, 6000 to 8000 is going to be your typical range. If you're streaming in 900p, which is my recommendation, and I'll go over that at the end of the video, 5000 to 6000 is acceptable. If you're streaming in 720p, 2500 to 3500 will give you exactly what you need, and I'll show you how to downscale your output resolution after we finish this section. The reason there's a range in bitrate is because it gives you the ability to adjust up or down depending on your internet's ability to send the video to your stream. If it's jittery, reduce the bitrate a bit. If it's smooth, you're doing just fine where you're at. You can ignore the keyframe interval, leaving it at 0. Under preset, there are a number of different options. Most go with quality as it's the happy medium between your performance and your viewer's experience. If you go with max quality, it may increase the strain on your computer, which in turn could cause a negative experience for your viewers. And if you go below quality to performance, it reduces the quality for your viewer's experience by default, but it does enable you to stream at a steadier rate. So you need to find the happy medium. Typically, quality is where everything lands, but if you're seeing issues with quality, go ahead and reduce it down to performance and see how that goes. If you're running in performance, 900p and 720p really aren't going to suffer terribly from this. The rest of this box can be left alone as there's nothing else you need to adjust to get a good quality stream. To adjust your output resolution, you'll need to click on the video on the left-hand menu. You'll see a very simple page with your base canvas resolution and your output scaled resolution. Your base resolution is the resolution of your screen. If you play in 1080p, you'll see 1920 by 1080 in the dropdown. If you play on 2K or 4K, you'll see those respective resolutions in the same area. Underneath it, you'll see your output resolution. This is what your viewers will see. This is where you'll enter your resolution either by typing it or by using the dropdown. 900p is not in here, so in order to type that one, it is 1600 by 900. Your FPS value should be set to either 30 or 60 depending on your desired frame rate. Typically for streaming, 30 frames per second is completely acceptable. The reason I recommend 900p resolution is because there's not an obvious difference between 900p and 1080p for a viewer. If your viewer is on a mobile device, 900p renders faster than 1080p, and it looks good on a computer as well. The resource load on your computer is a little bit lighter than running on 1080p, enabling a more steady viewing experience for your viewers. You can start in 720p if you like. That is technically considered HD, and it is a standard video streaming resolution for most mobile carriers as well. 35% of Twitch viewers and 22% of YouTube viewers are mobile. That is a substantial amount of people to take into account for whenever deciding on your resolution. If you followed my steps up to this point, got your encoder set, your bitrate set, and your output scaled, then you're ready to go. At this point, you can go ahead and click Start Streaming, and you should be getting a quality stream. But like I said, if you experience any issues with the quality of your stream, adjust your bitrate up or down and change your resolution around to see what works best for you. If you found this video helpful, please click the thumbs up below and subscribe to my channel to help the algorithm discover more of my content. Feel free to share it with your friends who are looking to get into streaming and recording if you think this would be helpful for them as well. Happy gaming!